For a second, confusion flickered across her face. Her heart that had been left out in the cold all evening was suddenly flooded with wave after wave of warmth. After all, the family never used to be like this, so there was only one possible answer. Then she quickly hurried toward the dining room. The three of them in the living room were actually happily chatting away about that episode of the drama they had just watched. Truth was, they were not exactly waiting for Mom to eat on purpose. It was just that Dad was so angry, he went straight back to the office, and nobody knew where the oldest sister had disappeared to. They were just dying to catch up on the show, and only came back after watching one full episode. When Jing saw Mom, she could not help but feel a little guilty. "Oh, you are back!" Mom gave this incredibly gentle smile. "You must have been waiting forever, did not you? Go ahead and serve the food." Jing looked a little confused and was just about to open her mouth. "When you clamped your hand right over it, my dear sister, you seriously cannot say that right now. We are one wrong sentence away from blowing up on the front page." After dinner, the four of you went out together for a nice walk as a family. Just as you got back, you ran right into Hannah sneaking out to find food and you teased her. "Well, look who it is, the warrior of pure love. I heard that the reason I got to stay was because you talked Mom and Dad into it. Do not think for a second that makes me accept you as my brother. My only brother is Rain." You shot right back. "Trust me, I would rather not be your brother either. My heart could not handle it." Rushing to find a therapist for my own oldest daughter in the middle of the night, Jiang and Jing got so freaked out they backed away immediately, and quickly explained, "Little brother, we are not like the oldest sister. We are nowhere near that messed up." Hannah could not stand being downstairs for another second, and hurriedly grabbed her food and went straight to her room on the second floor. "Oh right, Ethan, Mom has a get-together, and I want to take you along to meet my friends." "Sure, let us just go then." Early the next morning, a maid knocked on your door. At the breakfast table, Mom asked you with genuine concern, "Ethan, did you sleep well last night?" "Not bad, the bed was super comfortable." "In a bit, someone will bring over some outfits, just pick out whatever you like." You nodded, but inside you were thinking, "There is crab meat in this sandwich. Now this is seriously living the rich life." Your dad had already set up a bank card for you with a monthly allowance of 500 grand, and someone would bring it over shortly. On the surface, you just casually nodded, yes. But on the inside, 10,000 wild horses were stampeding through your mind. In soap operas, a billion never feels like enough. But in the real world, 500 grand, that is literally your whole life. After eating, a makeup artist quickly came and gave you a super sharp-looking makeover and you put on some really nice clothes. Your family took one look at you and could not stop gushing, "Wow, he really is old Chen's bloodline." Seriously impressive. Soon it was time for the gathering. Inside the tea garden, 3 elegant ladies were already standing at the entrance waving eagerly toward you guys. "Oh, by the way, let me introduce you. This here is my son Ethan. When he was little, he was really sickly. We consulted a great master who told us he needed to be raised out in the countryside to build up his good karma. Now that he has passed his destined life trial, we finally brought him back home, so that is what happened. Ethan, you really look just like your mother. What a good kid. Your auntie had no idea you were coming today, so I did not prepare anything special. Just take some of this tea home with you later, okay?" "Right." Then the auntie with the bright red lipstick, Auntie Jo, suddenly spoke up. "So Ethan, may I ask which school you attend?" When Mom heard this, her heart skipped a beat. She knew full well you had only gone to a vocational school for hairstyling, and after graduation you just helped your adoptive dad run a tiny supermarket. You just smiled super calmly and answered, "Oh, I have already graduated." Auntie Jo pursed her lips slightly, thinking to herself that this kid clearly did not seem very outstanding. She definitely had to win back some points for herself this time, so she just kept pressing. "Well, since you have already graduated, what kind of work do you do now?" For a moment, a look of embarrassment flashed across Mom's face as she tried to change the subject. "When you just said casually, 'Oh, my job is super simple. I just run a little shop managing the daily living supplies for a whole entire district of people.'" At this, Auntie Min immediately complimented, "Wow, not bad at all. Ethan is already running his own business at such a young age." "Oh, it is nothing. It is really just my dad intentionally grooming me and letting me get some early experience." But the way those 3 women heard it was that the father placed huge importance on this son and spent a ton of money early on to let him start a company grooming him as one of the heirs. Mom, who knew the actual truth, was behind you the whole time, fighting to keep a straight face. Ha ha ha. Unless she just could not hold it in anymore. Then the group all got on a little sightseeing cart together. A few minutes later, inside a tea room, next to a wooden table sat a gorgeous beauty with a braid she was calmly preparing to change the tea leaves for these elegant ladies at any moment. Once everyone was seated, the beauty with the braid gave a little smirk and typed on her phone. "I just ran into a whole group of clueless new money, especially that auntie from the Chen family. Her son is seriously the king of showing off. I clearly just made them the most basic hands-on green tea, but they are all acting like they are drinking top-shelf Westlake Dragonwell. Watching the way they are drinking their tea just makes me crack up. You were feeling thirsty, so you just kept drinking cup after cup.